Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. For where I'm going to come to discuss the spiritual ascension path, but also to discuss briefly discuss some of the deconstruction of some of the what we can see in the outside world. For the most important focus has to become inside, has to be inside. It's all about finding peace and satisfaction. Once we align with our soul, to know I am one with the source. The source is my resource, and I am infinite. And to activate all the flows that are conditioned by the love of the source. So we want to find this peace, this harmony. It's all about finding the harmony, the balance, the satisfaction, in order to create the condition for a happy life. For everybody's looking for happiness on some level, consciously or unconsciously. Everybody's looking for that freedom, that happiness, that joy, the love. But it's just the way we go about it. Is sometimes humanity has been conditioned into many false beliefs that are preventing them from accessing this pure joy and abundance. I'm going to pull 10 cards. I did pull 10 cards actually, with to be more precise, with the Dakini deck. And it's all good. For we had just had a reading in a French video. For the situation is temptation. Zero temptation, they get peace of mind. Yet temptation is an invitation. It is an open door. So no, follow your intuition in relationship to that. What goes around the situation is Lord Ganesh, the Lord of obstacle. It is finding the wisdom, finding wise people to surround yourself with, to think of a new approach, to overcome. To stay within the flow of love and light, and to overcome obstacles. What we see before us that will unfold in our mind, our conscious mind, is the Mount Meru, is the mystical mountain, is the center of the universe. It is the connection to the heaven. So we'll continue to focalize our consciousness, to turn our consciousness, to call on the center of centers, the source, the center of the universe is where God lives. When all the higher spirit knows that they're looking for God personally, they go to the center of paradise. They will always find God there. Can rely on that knowledge. Although those things will take a while before they are actually accepted or known, trusted scientifically, let's say. What's in our subconscious is the lie, is the ego, is the devil, is the false self, is the one who invented the black and white. It's like nothing's black and white. It is an illusion. It is an illusion created to fool people into believing in those two powers. But just see shades of gray. There is dark grays and light grays, but we're always in the gray. There is no white or black. Nobody's white, nobody's black. So understanding that, this is all in the past, and now we're moving into the transformation, the transfiguration. It is all happening. It's just let it happen. There is nothing to do but to allow it to happen. What's coming in the near future is just passing through. It's being light about it. We're just passing through life. Every event in life can change from one moment to the next, so just be light about it. Our power, our strength within the situation is centering the present. Well, the more we center within the present, we let go within all the mental construction, and we call on the source, we call on the light, we call on the love, without any specific demand. We just remember that this is our connection, and this center us in the present. The cards are very, very precise. They always tell what we need to hear in the moment. And what's coming to us from the outside world is the success, the manifested success. The environment, the success is going to be coming into our environment, and here it is the cremation ground, the meditation, but it's also a place where you actually, for here, the card represents a transcendence beyond life and death. But it's also the card that is the chariot, which is an action forward. And so there is all this public recognition that is, we have to be ready. What's coming on the inner emotion, hopes and fear, is the horse place, to be able to play, to enjoy yourself, to have a good life. And that's really the only thing we seek. And the divine plan and mission cannot be, there can be difficult service at times, but it's always about aligning with this peace and satisfaction. For Ascended Master, never work in stress, and for there are major problems to share, much beyond anything that we're capable of handling here. For everybody's challenge on some level, for there are descending being and ascending being. Descending beings are just they were created with certain wisdom, and so they're not like growing and learning into that, but all ascending beings are learning and growing through the process of evolution of life, as we are ascending being, but we're also descending. There's part of us that is descending, but right now the main part of us is ascending. We want to ascend into the higher realm, the more ethereal light realms. And the outcome is the cosmic carrot. Continue to follow the universe will put those cosmic carrot. It is like they're creating a desire, and they say you can achieve your desire by if you follow the carrot, and then you follow the carrot without expectations, but it's always meaningful and purposeful what the universe is guiding us. For we couldn't come into this matrix with full consciousness. Nobody can. The Christ, the Buddha, everybody had to. But many of us are able to. We came into this incarnation with memories open. A lot of things were already available to us, and so that's. So now we have to negotiate the exits of the archons that created this matrix, but this is in the process. And so, but there was one that came in full consciousness. His name was Malchiventa Melchizedek. We send greetings to him. He's a temporary planetary prince. He came in. He was known as the Sage of Salem, and he was the one who chose Abraham because he saw that Abraham was the right person for the job, and he taught him the principles and laws of the tree of life, the law of one, to make sure that when the Christ came in, there was enough of a base belief that would support his mission here on the earth. For they are Melchizedek, they are that's Melchizedek, but they are Melchizedek is a higher brotherhood of the universe, local universe. They are the super teachers of the universe, universal logos. They are Melchizedek receivers on the planet, so you can call on their guidance. They will always be wise in relationship to what they guide you. For all the most of the cosmic things that happened on this planet, the Melchizedek were there and trying to warn the protagonist not to do it, but they didn't follow so you can follow the wisdom of the Melchizedek. For it is a group that is completely self-regulating, which is quite rare in the universe. They always need supervision, but they're completely independent in their regulation, and they are the super teachers of the universe, the primary order of local universe sonship, and they're universal logos, and they're also teachers for all the celestial life. They're not just the humans, but all celestial life. They classify, they test, they see. Well, there are some beings that are beyond that, but most of the local administration, the celestial administration, when they came into life, they had to be tested to see who would fall into what first, second, third order, what would be the best mission for their level of reality. And so we continue to work with the Melchizedek Brotherhood, but you can call on the goddess, the god, the goddesses, the archangels, the ascended masters. It is very important to be able to learn to utilize those resources when we need it, and to align our chakras, because we becoming this enlightened being as well. And so, but I haven't completed my light body activation. Therefore, there's so many mysteries still about my chakra. I am able to travel within, when we align on the horizontal level. There is a frontal and dorsal access to the chakras, well, mostly for the heart chakras. And there are many secondary chakras also that are getting activated right now. And so, but when we are on the horizontal process, the chakras are aligned on the horizontal. But when you go into time and space, they're usually frontal and dorsal axis, and so we need the alignment. We're working in the alignment of those chakras, and because we seek to obtain full consciousness from within the matrix. Everybody has to forget their memory when they come here. And it's about reconfiguring our perception about people and things. For a long time, we had certain limited perception coming from our ego into likes, dislike, good guy, bad guy. But there is a new perception of things, that everybody's instrumental, they're just playing role in the process. And it makes the position of observing all those things more comfortable, because we're not entangled emotionally into believing that some external outcome is going against us, for it is only a play, a game. And also a false belief that we've been taught is that it is outer circumstances that will change, that will change what's going on inside of us, when it's actually the sum what's going on inside that is changing what's going on outside. It's because there's been so much awakening all around the world, millions and millions of people have cultivated this inner light and created this inner change. And now we're seeing all kinds of revelations that are coming about. And so just continue to follow your intuition and or in any event and to see how it feels, because when we feel something very strong, it means that our soul is trying to communicate. The soul communicates through feeling. So there is always something to balance out, even if it's sometimes it's something that may not it may bring disappointment. There's still something to balance and energize. For there is a gift that we get from God, is the pulse of our life, the pulse, the heart pulse. Most people are not hearing or aware even of this pulse, but it's a pulse that keeps us alive. The earth has a pulse, the sun has a pulse, the galaxy has a pulse, the universes have a pulse. The prime creator also emits a pulse. Well, it is for our own benefits. It doesn't really need to emit any pulse, but we want to align with this divine pulse. And when all the pulses are aligned, it's like the paradisic perfection is being attained. But so it's about becoming aware. Understanding life is a gift from God, and so there is another pulse that I wanted to, two other pulses that I wanted to discuss. For pulse are in a magnetic universe, pulse are very essential. I've discussed before the situation of the Phoenix, the huge ship on the Alpha Centauri, on the 172nd dimension, at the course of the Most High, the constellation Father. They have achieved this celestial position, and their computer is emitting a pulse. I've never felt the pulse, seen the pulse. Seen the computer even. I've only been to I have some consciousness on my connection to the Phoenix, but this pulse was so I learned from Metatron and through the revelation of Metatron that the pulse used to be 4 times 20 pulse, then 20 pulse, then 20 pulse, then 20 pulse. And the pulse has changed now since 2012 on the planet Earth, and now it's 9 times 9. So 9 is the final, the completion. So it's 9 times 9. It shows really a completion. And well, the Phoenix is not in the service of the Earth, service of a whole local universe. It serves all millions of planets, and so. But it shows the importance of the planet Earth in relationship to all the many other planets are also shifting with us. And he was revealed, Metatron was saying that after the shift to the Earth into the 12th dimension, the pulse of the Phoenix will probably change once again. And then there is another pulse that is still, I'm sure it's still going on. It's a pulse, it's in the Gulf of Yemen. And there is this pulse, like, and all the armies of the world have noted this pulse. They don't know what it is, and they're trying to stop it. So they're all like navigating around the pulse. Spirit revealed that this pulse will eventually take on flow and momentum, eventually will englobe the whole planet and deactivate all weaponries. All weaponries will be deactivated, useless, completely useless. And then it will fall into dust. It will become dust and we'll forget about it. But this pulse is like right now, Spirit was saying, well, it's good. Let the armies go around it. They cannot do anything to prevent it or stop it. So, and at least they're not harming anyone while they're doing that. They're just going in circle. And so, so there is many things that is classified. This is part of what we would call like classified. There is a lot of things that are, all that is classified is all the things that they have no control over or what they cannot manipulate, and they classified it, or top secrets to various degrees. A lot of national secrets will be revealed. A lot of it is actually things that they do not want you to know, because they know that people will not agree with the decisions they've made. So we want to blend our pulses, but the idea is to eventually get access to the cosmic mind, to know we already have access to that, but we have to free our consciousness to know that it's already available, at which point we have access to all information from directly, first source. And there will always be understanding, there will always be God will always keep mystery. There will never be a time where all infinity of God will be revealed, except when you achieve that oneness with infinity, but then you won't share it with anybody else that haven't achieved that. So you just can assume. So the Archangel Michael always said that the spiritual knowledge is on the need to know basis. If you don't need to know, it's like a burden. It's like futile to try to understand. So just follow whatever's been revealed to you as meaning. It's very important to continue to connect to your God self, your soul, your spirit, to align you, to utilize your guides, to assist you, to feel the love, to feel the familial relationship, the connection. And so yes, so no. Well, there's something I want to discuss. I don't want to make it too long to discuss spiritual, the spiritual architecture, let's say. But understanding that another understanding is that everybody's got a baseline. Which is a core belief, which is a frame, and what your frame, well, my frame is my connection to God, it's like, let's say, and my creative expression. But everybody's got a frame, so and sometimes we can reframe things, but it's good to stay within the frame, whatever your deepest belief, not to lose track of what's important to this mission. And yeah, well, I'm gonna pull a few cards here and discuss a few ideas about what I saw in the card of the day is a step ahead. You step ahead, just to know you already know much about about the program, so you're many steps ahead in relationship to all of the sleeping population. So just assume that, know that, and accept that most people are not ready, willing, and able to avail themselves, but life will continue to unfold. The revelation will continue to unfold from within and without. And for I saw that the Ministry of Truth in America did not work, so I'm really just like. She was part of the woke movement. And in France, we have the Ministry of Fashion. It was this thing to swim for Muslim women. I bought one, but I'm not going to be able to wear it. Maybe we're going to have sanctions from other nations to stop the beret and the black and white socks. I don't know. Well, sometimes I feel it's like it's so absurd. It's like in America, I saw they validated a fourth shot for children 5 to 11. It's like those are calling for public civic disobedience. It's like they have no right to do that. They have absolutely no right to do that. And there's so many crimes that will come into the forefront with the C-19, the mask, the confinement, the test, the vaccination. And then there was also the Durham probe as starting to unfold, and there's Hunter Biden is going to have to testify, and there's going to be all kinds of things that are, because when I was living in America, I was really clearly on the central left, the Democrat, but now the Democrat has become so far extreme left that somebody who's moderate is becoming like almost the far right, because they moved into such a crazy thing. I was looking at it's a French biologic pharmaceutical person who was analyzing what he saw in the vaccine, and he was so amazed that he could find, I don't know which one was it, but they all, I'm not against vaccine per se, but those vaccines, is like when you analyze them, you see, he could find that there were living beings inside, living beings, cells have nothing to do with the vaccine. And then there was technological mysterious that organize themselves in like all kinds of bizarre things. I think it's all like a calibrated with this 5G mental control and all that. So, but it's not really everything will come out in due time. For manipulation is not consentment because the discourse of the dark controllers is like, oh, the humans they agree with us, they're following us, their free will goes in the direction that we're inspiring them to. But the creator said no, manipulation is not consentment. They have to be informed. Then if they choose, but before they're informed, they do not have this choice. So we're going to see many disclosure that have been and will be. For the media control is really what they control the narrative through the medias, and mostly in America, the medias that are taken more seriously, like Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, For there is like a deconstruction. This is like the government right now. I feel sometimes some place like in France or America, it's like they're trying to destroy everything. It's like Attila will destroy everything before we go. But in some sense, we may need to create something better. So it's part of the process, and to just be. So understanding the market is the market, the financial markets. I'm going to be severely volatile, and Nasdaq, Bitcoin, tout ça. So, but everybody's got to assume their own responsibility. Personally, if I would invest, I still think real estate and art and physical objects are far better. Although it's like everybody's will find their balance. For money has no power whatsoever. We say, well, money is power, money is God, money has no power. It is the power of the will of the human that will use it. It's your power. Money needs you to be something. For it's completely neutral, huh? But always seek the kingdom of God first. Then everything else will flow from that. That's about what I wanted to discuss today. I wanted to come and say hello. So much is going on. It's even hard to just gotta relax and take it one step at a time. So thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email, and I thank you for continuing to submit yourself to your inner self, to your God self, to continue to cultivate peace, satisfaction, joy, and love in your life, and in the life of everyone around as well. So I'm going to finish with this song. If somebody wants to know what love is, everybody's looking for love, consciously or unconsciously. Called I Want to Know What Love Is. I gotta take a little time to think things over. I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older. Ooh. This mountain I must climb, feel like the world upon my shoulders. Through the clouds I see love shine. It keeps me warm as life grows older. In my life there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now, I've troubled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. I'm gonna take a little time to look around me. I've got nowhere left to hide. It looks like love has finally found me. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now, I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. Let's talk about love. I wanna know what love is. The love that you feel inside. I wanna know what love is. I'm feeling so much love. I wanna know what love is. I want to know what love is. I made a few lapses. It's kind of funny. There was a lapsus that was made that was very well, it's not so funny, but well, we have to take it lightly. It was yesterday in a conference in America that George W. Bush made. He was trying to make a speech, and he actually said, "It is completely condemnable, the brutality and the unjustification invasion of Iraq." Oops. I'm sorry, no, I meant Ukraine, not Iraq, not Ukraine. A lot of Americans reacted because we know that there was no justification for the war in Ukraine, in Iraq. For personally, I do believe that the Russians were in self-defense and acted on behalf of the highest good of all. And history will probably show that eventually, no matter, regardless of the narrative. And I think it is absolutely unwise to send huge amounts of money, as the European Union and the Americans, the American government, huge amount of money and weaponries to those neo-Nazi groups and civilians, put weaponries and civilians, completely crazy. But it's also part of the revelation. It's also part of the disclosure. It's also part of the awakening. So there is nothing wrong really. Everything is serving the evolution of consciousness. And the card of the day remains this card of joy and celebration. Is the Three of Raphael. It's a beautiful boat for traveling. For the old boats were not as comfortable as the new ones, but now we're making really, here it's like three mermaids. It's the card of joy, of celebration, of intimacy. It says you have so many reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, good news about a relation or relations. So it's about continue to celebrate. There is so many things. Also, just a last comment is like when the European Union and the Americans decided to seize the asset of the Russian people. It's a completely legal procedure as well, because in order for that to be legal, from a legal standpoint, it would have to be approved by the United Nations. And since Russia is part of the Security Council member, it could have never been made legal. But it's amazing when I'm following some channels when I see all those Russian beautiful yachts. They're really, there is three, for the yacht builders are the German, Dutch, Italian and Turkish, and so all those industries are like, oh, it's like you destroy us, because 1/3 of all the boats that were created by Russian billionaires, and then there was like from the Middle East. There were also like there was a lot of clients for this, and also some American. But they had no right to do that, in a sense, and the right, we're gonna have to return to common law, to common law. But there is also some emergency situation that will be in terms of the application of the law. There may be some I don't know the word in English, but it's just emergency procedures that force special action to be taken in order to enforce to enforce certain laws. So we're going to see a lot of things. We're going to see amazing things, and then when the first contacts will come, will be our mind. People will blow everybody's mind. For there's so much that is awaiting us. So stay well, stay enjoy, continue to cultivate this peace, this satisfaction, and this gratitude for all that is coming, regardless of the situation. I continue to say, I am that I am. I am one with the source. The source is my resource, and this resource is infinite, regardless, and until it happens, until you connect, you feel, you know, and then you can just let go. And so continue to trust your own inner self and develop your own inner light. Thank you very much. I wish you much love and joy in this day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.